Cruises are supposed to be the vacation of a lifetime. Endless food, stunning sunsets, and that unbeatable feeling of being out at sea. But here's the truth most first-time cruisers don't realize. One simple mistake can ruin your entire trip, or even get you kicked off the ship. Today, I'm going to share 17 dangerous cruise mistakes that you absolutely must avoid if you want smooth sailing from start to finish. Some of these are costly, some are embarrassing, and a few could even turn into a genuine nightmare. Let's dive in with mistake number 1. And trust me, this one has left thousands of passengers stranded before their vacation even began.
Unlike a plane, a cruise ship doesn't wait around for late passengers. Boarding times are strict, and once that gangway goes up, it's game over. You'd be surprised how many travelers stroll into the port just minutes before departure, only to watch their ship sailing off without them. Not only do you lose your vacation, but you also lose thousands of dollars, because cruise lines rarely refund no-shows. How to avoid it? Always arrive at the departure city at least a day early. Book a nearby hotel, get a good night's rest, and head to the port several hours before final boarding. That extra time could mean the difference between a dream vacation and a heartbreaking disaster. Here's a mistake that catches even seasoned travelers: booking your flight to arrive on the morning of your cruise. Sounds convenient, right? Fly in, hop on the ship, and you're good to go. But flights are unpredictable. Delays, cancellations, bad weather, anything can push back your arrival. And remember, the cruise ship waits for no one. Imagine this. You're stuck in an airport watching your cruise leave without you, while your luggage and friends are already on board. That's not just stressful, it's expensive. The fix is simple. Never gamble with same-day flights. Fly in at least one day before embarkation, and ideally 2 if you're traveling internationally. Give yourself a safety buffer. Peace of mind is worth far more than one extra night in a hotel. Picture this. You're about to board, bags in hand, excitement through the roof, and then you realize your passport is sitting on the kitchen counter at home. Or maybe you lost it during a shore excursion. Either way, you're in big trouble. Cruises that visit international ports absolutely require a valid passport. No exceptions. Without it, you won't even make it onto the ship, and if you lose it mid-trip, you could be stranded in a foreign country. How to avoid it? First, double-check your travel documents days before leaving. Keep your passport in a waterproof case or neck wallet, and never pack it in checked luggage. When you're in port, carry it securely on your person. And here's a pro tip. Make photocopies of your passport and keep digital scans in your email. If disaster strikes, you'll have backups to help speed up the replacement process. Travel insurance might feel like an unnecessary add-on, but it can save you from a financial nightmare. Medical emergencies at sea are shockingly expensive. A simple doctor visit on board can cost hundreds of dollars. And if you need to be evacuated by helicopter, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars out of pocket. And it's not just medical issues. Flights get canceled, luggage gets lost, or maybe you have to cancel your cruise last minute for personal reasons. Without insurance, you eat the entire cost. The solution? Always purchase travel insurance. Look for policies that cover medical emergencies, trip interruptions, and lost baggage. It's one of those things you hope you'll never need, but when you do, it's worth every penny. Let's be honest, nobody loves the muster drill. You're herded onto the deck, standing shoulder to shoulder with strangers, listening to crew members demonstrate how to put on a life jacket. It feels boring, maybe even unnecessary. But skipping it, or not paying attention, could be a fatal mistake. In a real emergency, you'll need to know exactly where your muster station is, how to get there quickly, and what safety procedures to follow. Every second counts. So here's the takeaway. Treat the safety drill seriously, pay attention, learn your route, and don't wander off. You might never need that knowledge, but if you do, it could literally save your life.
That's just the beginning. We've covered 5 of the most common mistakes, but trust me, the next ones can cost you even more money, comfort, and peace of mind. Mistake number 6 is one that happens way too often on cruise ships, and it can actually get you thrown off the ship entirely.
Cruise ships are famous for unlimited drink packages and endless cocktails by the pool. But here's the catch. Drinking too much can land you in serious trouble. Over-intoxication leads to accidents, injuries, or worse. Passengers have fallen overboard, gotten into fights, or needed emergency medical care because they couldn't handle their alcohol. And cruise lines don't hesitate to cut you off, or even disembark you at the next port. How to avoid it? Enjoy yourself, but know your limits. If you buy the drink package, pace yourself throughout the day. Stay hydrated with water between cocktails, and never mix heavy drinking with activities like swimming or exploring unfamiliar ports. Remember, it's a vacation, not a frat party. Think your cruise is all-inclusive? Think again. Many passengers are shocked when they see the final bill, loaded with daily gratuities, service charges, and little extras they didn't plan for. Gratuities alone can add up to hundreds of dollars per person. Add in Wi-Fi, specialty dining, shore excursions, and suddenly your budget vacation costs far more than you expected. The fix is simple. Read the fine print before you sail. Check how much your cruise line charges in daily gratuities and set aside cash for extras. If you prefer, prepay gratuities before boarding so you're not hit with a surprise at the end. Plan your budget realistically and you'll leave the ship with happy memories, not financial regret. One of the best parts of cruising is exploring new ports, but shore excursions can be a minefield. Many passengers try to save money by booking tours from random vendors on the dock. And while some are fine, others are scams, unsafe, or poorly organized. Worst of all, if you're late returning from an unofficial excursion, the ship will leave without you. Cruise lines only guarantee to wait if you book through them. To stay safe, stick with reputable excursion providers, ideally those vetted by the cruise line. If you go independent, research reviews online, confirm transportation times, and always leave yourself a generous buffer to return before sail away. Saving a few dollars is never worth the risk of being stranded in a foreign port. Cruise ships are floating cities, and with thousands of people packed together, germs spread fast. Outbreaks of stomach bugs like norovirus are not only common, they can ruin your entire vacation. Skipping the hand sanitizer stations, eating food that's been sitting out too long, or failing to wash up before meals are the fastest ways to get sick. And once it starts spreading, it's almost impossible to avoid. Your defense? Be obsessive about hygiene. Wash your hands frequently, especially before eating or after touching railings and elevators. Use the sanitizer provided around the ship. And if you're feeling under the weather, do everyone a favor. Don't hide it. Report to the medical center and avoid spreading it further. Not all cruise cabins are created equal. Many first-time cruisers pick the cheapest option, only to discover their room is directly above a noisy nightclub, next to a busy elevator, or in the very front of the ship where motion sickness is strongest. A bad cabin can mean sleepless nights, constant noise, or days of seasickness. And once you're on board, there's little chance of changing rooms. How to avoid it? Do your research before booking. Look at the deck plans online, read reviews of your ship, and avoid cabins near loud public areas. Mid-ship cabins on lower decks tend to have the least motion. Spending a little more for a good location can make a world of difference in your comfort.
We're halfway through, and already you can see how easy it is to make mistakes that cost time, money, and peace of mind. But the next set of mistakes? These are the ones that can get you banned from the vents, denied entry to restaurants, or even kicked off the ship entirely. Let's move on to mistake number 11.
Every cruise line has its own rules for dining rooms and events, and many first-time cruisers are caught off guard. Imagine packing nothing but t-shirts and shorts, only to be denied entry to the formal dining room on gala night. It might sound trivial, but dress code violations can ruin your evening and make you feel left out of big experiences. The solution? Do a quick check before you pack. Most cruise lines post their dress code online. Bring at least one smart outfit for formal nights and avoid items that are explicitly banned, like flip-flops or tank tops in certain restaurants. Being prepared means you'll blend in seamlessly instead of being turned away. You'd be surprised how many everyday items are strictly banned on cruise ships. Things like irons, extension cords, candles, even certain power strips can be confiscated at security. And alcohol? Many cruise lines have strict limits or outright bans on what you can bring aboard. Bring the wrong thing, and not only will it be taken away, in some cases, you could even be denied boarding. To avoid this mistake, always review your cruise line's prohibited items list before you pack. Stick to approved travel gadgets, and if you want to bring wine or liquor, make sure you follow the official rules. It's better to know in advance than to argue at the terminal while your bags are being searched. Cruise ships feel safe, and for the most part they are. But remember, you're still traveling with thousands of strangers. Phones, jewelry, wallets, and passports left out in your cabin are easy targets for theft. It happens more often than you'd think, especially when cabins are being cleaned and doors are propped open. The fix? Use the in-room safe for passports, credit cards, and expensive electronics. Don't flaunt valuables in public areas and carry only what you actually need when exploring ports. A little caution goes a long way in protecting your peace of mind. Here's a harsh truth. Cruise ships will not wait for you if you're late getting back from port. Every year, passengers sprint down the dock only to watch their ships sail away without them. And the internet never lets them forget it. The schedule is tight, and waiting for even a few people could throw the entire itinerary off. How to avoid it? Always set your watch to ship time, not local time, and give yourself plenty of margin to get back. If you're on an excursion, make sure it ends well before departure. Missing the ship doesn't just ruin your day, it could ruin the rest of your vacation. Every cruise line is different, and not knowing their policies can catch you off guard. Some allow you to bring limited amounts of soda or wine. Others don't. Some include gratuities in the fare. Others tack them on daily. Even rules about smoking, Wi-Fi packages, and onboard activities can vary. Going in blind means you'll end up frustrated, and often spending way more than expected. The smart move? Spend 15 minutes reading your cruise line's official website before your trip. Know the policies, the perks, and the limitations. That small bit of research will help you avoid surprises and enjoy your vacation stress-free. It's tempting to do it all. Every trivia contest, every pool game, every excursion in every port. But here's the problem. Cruises can be exhausting if you don't pace yourself. Burning yourself out means you'll spend half the trip too tired to enjoy it. And sometimes the best cruise moments come from slowing down, watching the sunset, relaxing on deck, or taking an afternoon nap. So here's the tip. Pick a few must-do activities, but leave gaps in your schedule for downtime. Remember, a cruise is supposed to be relaxing, not a non-stop marathon. Seasickness can strike anyone, even people who never get motion sick on land. And once it hits, it can ruin days of your vacation. Too many passengers assume they'll be fine, only to spend their trip in bed feeling miserable. How to avoid it? Pack motion sickness remedies just in case, whether it's wristbands, patches, or over-the-counter medication. If you're prone to seasickness, book a midship cabin on a lower deck where movement is minimal. Don't wait until you're already sick to think about it. Preparation is the key to smooth sailing. So, there you have it. 17 dangerous cruise mistakes that can ruin your vacation if you're not careful. From missing the ship to blowing your budget to simply forgetting the basics, every mistake on this list has spoiled someone's cruise before. But now you know what to avoid. With just a little preparation and awareness, your cruise can be smooth, stress-free, and unforgettable. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. And if you really want to stay ahead, check out my next video. Don't let the cruise lines trick you. Thanks for watching, and here's to smooth sailing on your next adventure.